predicament. You know? They're not in the best predicament.
Oh. Well,
There we go. 8, 9, 4.
What? Zero! They got 0!
Oh dear.
We're really beating the races.
We clapped them!
Oh my god, we just completely whitewashed them.
We want the
We've got a Numel. We got an Electabuzz. We got a Ferroseed. We got a Blitzel. Oh my god! I was only just talking about this. I was only just talking about that. Somebody clip that. What the actual? Hold on. Flareon and Umbreon, and then my females are normally Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon, and Espeon. And Espeon's a great mon. There's no doubt about that. I like Espeon. It's one of my favourite Gen 2 Pokemon. But then again, I've always liked the evolutions. I've always had such solid designs. Sylveon, not too bad. Not the worst design out there, that's definite. But the other ones have had really No! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh! No way! Absolutely no way! Yes! 640 eggs! Get in there!
Oh wow, he's on the other side of the map. Oh, and he dead. Oh wait, he dead.
Please hatch. Spawn right there. Oh, I split that! I'm sorry, but that is cheating. Look where the axe is. Look! Look!
I guess this should do it.
Oh! When she's fully qualified, when if they're happy with her qualifications and all that, she'll have the manager position. Wait, what? Ah! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Woo!
Awesome! Right, I'm on clip.
156 eggs! Let's go!
Well, okay, I'm clipping that. I'm on clipping 2D.
I knew there was a slight tint of different colour. We got her! You got
What?
shiny!
Okay.
Already! I got a shiny Shallows! Somebody clip that, please.
Oh, I saw that.
Man said he needs to come about Tom.
No! Damn you, bro! Damn you, bro! Oh, come on! Really now? Oh, now I'm getting absolutely hit. Oh my God's sake! Make it stop! Make it stop!
He's 12. He's 12.
I'm not 12. I am 10. Shush. Well, guess what? This cat is going to blow your dog away.
I thought she was about to blow your dog. I'm sorry, I said that completely out of context. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Yep. Well, we're going to remember that one. Make sure to clip that one, guys.
Make cause life a misery. No,
Really drop on down. Get this crystal. Wait! What? 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 What?
What is it?
I just heard a shiny. Upside, you didn't make me jump. I just heard
You
shiny,
didn't make
but I
me
don't know
jump,
where it
luckily.
is.
1 second while I just
There it is! switch on to the other screen.
Snow runt.
There we go. That should be good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. It is I, DJ Danny88. Did or didn't? You didn't. You actually didn't this time. Fortunately. Now, just a heads up before anyone asks, if I do close this eye at any point during the stream, like for a longer time than expected, that's on purpose. Just because obviously I've got something happening with the eye at the moment, so it's a bit blurry and a bit misty-eyed at the moment, so there is that. I'm hoping that I don't have to worry about that, but we'll see. It's an issue that I've got with me anyways, so yeah, can't do much about that. Also need to look down when I'm wiping my glasses because I don't want to really be looking at screens and all that without these glasses on. Because I've got, what is it, blue light lenses in it. So it's to stop the, what's the word? It's to stop the chance of it, like, making it worse. Right, there we go. Okay. So, yes, obviously we're going to be doing more of the Grand Challenge today, and I am not looking forward to half of it. What did you break? I didn't break anything. Just had to clean my glasses, that was all. Day 3, let's do this, yep. Day 3, let's do this. Here's hoping. We're doing... Well, I've got 17 wins, 13 losses. I'm a bit more alert compared to yesterday, so hopefully that'll be better. And I didn't have to start as early, so that makes it a little less long-winded and such. But hopefully, once I get through all these 15 matches, I will be obviously jumping off probably ASAP, and then I'm going to get some food. Because I need it. God's sake. Trying to keep my right eye open, but it wants to blink because it's just... what's the word? It's just tearing up a bit. Did I not click the button? I clearly did not click the button. Well done, me. I thought I clicked the button to search for a match. I did not. Right, okay. So, that looks... Yeah, I think that looks Chinese to me, or it's Korean, whichever of the two. But it's definitely not Japanese. Okay, so... Yeah, that's alright, that's alright. You're not really missing much at the moment. Just saying my eye's a bit tearing up at the moment. Obviously, once this stream is done, then... Well, once I've done the 15 battles, I'll be getting some food. At least the ads are only 30 seconds, so there is that. Okay, so they've only got 2 physical attackers. I don't think I really need to bring in that Pokemon right now. Right, I think, honestly... Right, okay. Do that, and we will do... Who do I take in as well? Do I take in Flutter? Yes, I think I should take in Flutter. Okay. Let's see how this game goes. Okay. Tornadoes and Ogapon. That is a very expected lead. Okay. Let's do this. Yes, I'm weak to Tornadoes, but if they do the... It depends if I'm facing a bulky ogre or a attacking ogre. Because of a lot of time you do see like rather defensive ones, so they got slightly slower speed. But shall soon see. Okay. Right then. That is a problem. Bleak Windstorm obviously doesn't hit the Lando. But unfortunately I do take a bit of damage here. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna have to do this, and I'll. Actually, hold on. Yeah, we'll protect. The thing is, I couldn't safely go for Spore because I didn't know if they're going to do the follow me play on me. That's the problem. There's the Ivy Cudgel. I do live, thankfully. Oh, that's a big ton of damage. That's a ton. And this is why you put a little bit of effort into the bulk. You know? This is why you put something in bulk. Okay, so, unfortunately... Well, a bit of fortunate aspect is now they have to be aware that I'm speedy now. So, if that is the case, I will actually be able to knock you out. So I'm going to do that play. Because I feel like they're going to go for the Tailwind and they're going to attack my Flutter. That's what I assume they'll do. I'm just expecting a Tailwind Flutter play. Because there's no way... They know for a fact I outspeed by a mile. So it just depends what they do here. Okay, they are actually going for that. Okay, fair, fair, fair. Okay, so we do drop your speed a fair peg down at least. Bleak Windstorm unfortunately does hit both my Pokemon. I can't do anything about that. Right. But there is some upsides for this. Is that now I'm going to enforce them to actually try and take out my Ursh here, because they know that I can actually do something about this. They probably aren't going for the Ursh. They're probably like thinking that they can... Oh, never mind. Well, there goes my chance then. If I saw that come... The problem is I can't use Aqua Jet. I generally can't use Aqua Jet against that thing because it's got War Absorb. So, unfortunately, the game 1 is a bit of a wash. Ugh. That didn't go quite well. Yeah, you got a little bit when obviously you're on vacation time for work, and then obviously they're like, "Oh, we need you in," and I'm like, "Well, what about the person who's supposed to be covering for you?" You know, some people are like that. It just means that they don't trust your employee, doesn't it? Here's the thing, Truth. Get them to put it down in writing, basically, what's happened, and then they can't actually, you know, say you've done something wrong, you know? Okay, so this person is running a very interesting setup. But this means I could safely bring in... What do I bring in here, then? What could I bring in? Because they're going to have the sun set up here. So, if I were to bring in... This is a real doozy of a question now, isn't it? Right, I'm going to bring in you, and I'm going to bring in you. And then I'm going to bring in you. And then I am also going to bring in you. Because I know that they'll have the sun active, but they have to set up their team accordingly, you know? Torkoal Fluttermane. Okay, that's expected. That's rather expected. Right, okay. Gonna do this because I don't know what they're gonna play. But we'll soon see how they do this. Wait, do they think I'm running balance? Do they think I'm running balance? Well then, they think I'm running balanced Raging Bolt, but they ain't. Okay, that's a jetpack, so I'll just stop their attack immediately. That's a good thing. And the good thing is I went for the Spore into the Flutter, not the Ogre. So that's some good news at least. Right, okay. So, I feel like I know what they're going to do here. They're going to try and do that. I'm going to do this. Because I have a feeling they're going to try and actually attack into my... Oh, Pokemon here. Okay. Yeah, I thought they were going to do power... grass type move. For sure. The fact that they're using Power Whip says a lot, though. Doesn't it? Right, Fluttermane stays asleep. That's 2 turns, it's guaranteed it's sleep. Ivy Cudgel is going to go and hit my Raging Bolt, which I live, no problem. And now their Ogapon is gone. Did they just rage quit? They just rage quit! They just rage quit on me! Well then! Right, give it a moment to register. Just give it a moment to register before I click any of the other buttons, because we should be at 32 games, if that counts. The fact that they knew they were like probably thinking that I had a lot more bulk, a lot less bulk, but no, didn't even take half the health. And they're probably hoping that Flut would wake up after 2 turns. No, it did not. Oh boy. Right, there we go. It's registered the 32 battles. Good. I cannot believe that. The fact that they rage quit on me. That is insane. Okay, so this is definitely a Trick Room play, for sure. So they got Trick Room, but they don't have certain plays either. So I got advantage here, hopefully. What do I do here? I think my best play is to actually do this as my lead for a change. And then I think I'm going to bring in Flutter. And I think I'll bring in... Do I bring in Lando or do I bring in Bolt? I think I'll bring in Lando. Right, let's see what they go for then. Because I notice they've got a lot more physical attackers on this team that are threatening. And I know that for a fact. Right, how are they going to lead? Tornado Ogapod. Okay, that's pretty much obvious. Like, but they ain't going to see this coming. For good reason. But, because I've done that, now they're going to probably think they got me here. You know? They're probably going to think straight away that they have me here, but I've got something a little surprising for them. Because I guarantee you straight away they're going to go ahead and try and do something against me. With, like, Ogapon. I guarantee you straight away they're going to consider maybe running the whole, like... Okay, maybe not. They're actually withdrawing, never mind. But they're bringing in Farig. Why would you bring in Farig? Because I didn't go for priority moves because I knew they had a Farig somewhere in the back as well. So because they had Farig in the back, that meant something at least. So because of that, I'm safe. Safer. Okay, so it's not Rocky Helmet for Rig. That's good. That is good. Elite Wind Storm. Not going to take as much damage, thankfully. Speed did drop, but they can't do much about that. But the upside is taking out their Focus Sash. What do I do here then? I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to knock off the Farig here. Because if it goes for Trick Room, we're safe. But I don't think they'll go for Trick Room. Right, come on out, Lando. Sunny Day. You're going for Sunny Day. Expanding Force. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, there goes your Farig. Fluttermane, okay. Okay. Right then. Gonna protect. And we're going to parting shot the Flutter. Methinks. Right, they are Terrestrial. Fair. Fairy Terror. Okay. With the Protect, I should be safe from the next attack on Lando, at least. Tailwind, okay. I mean, it was, to be honest, expected eventually, you know, to the Tailwind. Moonblast. It is going into Insin, and unfortunately it does Oko, which is a shame. But we do have this play at least. Okay. Now the question is, are they actually going to do one play or another here? Moonblast, okay. Yeah, that does take out my Lando. I can't do much about that. Right, that slows them down a peg, but not by much, just a little bit. Bleakwind does miss the flutter, so I'm safe for one more turn. But, unfortunately for me, let's see, how much is left on the sunlight? 2 turns, okay. Do this again. Right. I'm expecting to try and take out my Ursh here somehow. Okay, there goes Tornadus at least. So that's at least something. You know? Moonblast does miss, which is good. We're going to do that, and I'm also going to... I think the best play is maybe this. Ivy Cudgel. I unfortunately lose because that's the sun giving it the boost. Unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. I think I'm losing here, because even with the boost, it won't make a difference. Well, even with the terror, it won't make a difference, so I can't really do much about that. Okay. Okay. Let me just close my eyes for a split second. Watty. What a name. Watty. Okay, they're running Rain Team. Okay. This might not be so bad. This might not be so bad. Who do I bring in, though? They're going to look at my team and be like, uh-oh, straight away. You know? They're going to be like, oh, uh-oh. I knew about Google Nest Mini would trigger then. Okay. We'll go for that team lineup. Okay. In Cinnamungus. That's not a bad situation to be in, really. I say not a bad situation because, you know, right, so I need to double protect here. I am not letting them have their way. Thank you. Because I know they got Fake Out. They're going to use Fake Out to at least do something to me. Okay. They withdrew. They're bringing in their own Lando now. That's fine with me. Fake Out. Yeah, I saw that coming a little bit. But if I had predicted that, they would have not enjoyed that. For sure. Now, the good thing is that if I do this, it might be my best play right now. Because I can't use a ground type move against Lando, which is good. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's good that you fixed your PC, Truth. Right, Earth Power into... That was a crit! And I still live in. Well, good night, Irene. Oh my god. Oh, your power supply unit, yeah. Sounds like something that happened to Cube as well, in a sense. Which is annoying for him at the time as well. Okay, so... I'm going to have to do this play, aren't I? As much as I don't want to really give up my Lando, I can't let it go. I can't let my... Yeah, your PSU wasn't faulty. Sure, you're not wrong. The problem was with it, it's because it fell out and it wouldn't stay in. And then obviously you got power going through, but nothing went up. It never turned on as well. But I don't understand how that was the case. So either it was another part that went down, or the power supply unit wasn't at optimal power. I can't say I know how to explain it because I don't build PCs for a living. I can't say I'm 100% on the subject, you know? Right, okay. Okay. Okay, fair. Right. Okay, so... I'm going to take out this Amoongus here and now, I think. Because I am not letting this stay alive. Okay, then Lando's fallen asleep for 3 turns! 3 turns that Lando stayed asleep. And goodbye. Oh wow, I crit back. You see? You crit my Amoongus, I crit your Amoongus. You see? If one side means a lot. Right, okay, so I'm going to just do... Okay, the battle cancelled, so that means I win. I feel sorry for them. That was a lower rank player, and I actually just decided to take the rank going away from them. Oh, boy. Okay, so that is 34 games, which is the correct... So 11 more games, just 11 games left. And then I've done the GC. Okay, we got Jaffa Cake. Sorry. I don't know where my mind was going with that one. Okay, so I think I'm going to do these for sure. And then I'm going to bring in Amoongus, and I think bringing Ursh would be my best call as well. Because if they do the certain play against me, I'm fine. But we'll see soon enough. Because the good side for me is even if they don't run the certain lead that I'm expecting to lead, I'll be good. But we shall soon see. Yeah, there's no wrong with selling the old parts for sure, you know. If the parts still work, the parts still work, you know. It's just depending if anyone wants to buy the parts. That's the main issue. You just got to remember, though, that eBay does take a slight commission off you as well when you actually sell stuff on their site. Okay, so they weren't leading the way I thought they were going to lead, but it's not an issue, per se. Right, so we're going to do this, and then I'm going to knock off the Frig, for sure. Right, let's see how much... Yeah, no, I understand what you're getting at, Cube, for sure. Yeah. Obviously, if it offers more than CEX, then sure, fair enough. If you still get more back, even after the commission, that's fine, for sure. I'm just giving a fair warning, that's all. Okay, so... knock off. Goodbye, Farig! Well then, the Farig is gone! And that was so slow, so I don't know if that was at... Oh, it had a citrus berry, so I didn't knock it down low enough for it to get the pop. They must have been salty about that. But yeah, now they've got to be careful, because I can just simply do this again. You know? So they're going to have to either protect or not. That's the biggest problem for the opponent right now. Yes, they got Ogopon right now, but they've got nothing to slow down the team. As in, they haven't got like Tailwind accessible. And if I bring in my Flutter Mane, I'm going to outspeed it, you know? Okay, they are Terrestrial. They're terrestrializing that. Not surprised they went and terrestrialed Raging. Because they probably thought, well, it's not going to be worth having... What's the word? Terrestrializing their Ogopon. Because it wouldn't even be in range still. Okay. Dragon Pulse. Okay. I do die to that, unfortunately. However... okay, we've discovered its life orb, so there is that. But now it's lost its life orb, which is absolutely fantastic. And by the way, I've not terrored yet. Okay. So we're going to do this for sure. I'm going to go and hit that slot, and then I am going to hit that slot. This is just in case, because I don't know if my opponent's going to be playing that here. Yeah, exactly, that makes sense. Because that's the only thing as well, you have to worry about paying Pokeston packaging as well on top of that. So there is that problem too. Okay, they did go for the play that I thought they were going to go for. That's why I'm glad that I have Water Terror. And that crit, by the way, and it still did that much damage. Okay, so unfortunately I do lose my Mungus. However, it's fine. Well, there goes the Ogre. So, no more of that. So that's good. I've still got my Ursh, which is good. Okay, so they are going to do that play, are they? Right, okay, so I might have to just go for this play. I've got no real choice. I need to get rid of that Ursaluna. And there's no way they're going to protect here. I guarantee it. Because we're both down to our final Pokemon. Okay. Thunderclap. Unfortunately, I do go down to 11 health. Oh, wait. Ursaluna might just pick up the knockout here. Urshifu, sorry. Urshifu might... The fact that that didn't have any bulk on the physical side is it's kind of insane, to say the least. You know? Okay, so there is a bit of good news. Yes, they have Thunderclap. However, they ain't going to get the Thunderclap on my Urshifu. Again. Because I've got Aqua Jet. And there we go. That's another game in the bag. So, that is 10 games are left. Currently sitting at 20 to 15. Okay. Okay. Right. Just give myself a second here. Sorry. Okay. Just going to close my eyes for a split second, guys. It's just so I can just relax them a little bit, because obviously, like I said, my right eye is currently playing around a bit. So if I do long blinks, it's a good thing. Okay, so... Right, they've got Cresselia. It's not entirely difficult to beat this opponent. It's just not gonna be easy. However, doesn't mean it's impossible. You know, it's not impossible. I just need to figure out the best situation. You know? I do believe that while they got Cresselia there, I do not believe they will be going for the actual whole Trick Room play that easily. I don't believe so. So, going this route might be my best play for now. And I think I'm going to go with... What do I bring? Actually, hold on. We'll bring these. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, they are going for the whole that play, are they? I'm assuming they are going to do a protect here. If that is the case, I need to be careful of that. So, I'm predicting either they'll protect or they'll actually attack. So, to be sure, I will... The question is, are they running Mental Herb or not? I don't think they're running Mental Herb. I'm just going to take a wild guess and say they're not running Mental. Rillaboom. Okay. That's fine. Okay, that's not going to do as much damage as I want to. Okay, they're not running Mental Herb, they're running Safety Goggles. But they're Trick Rooming. Which is a good thing for me. For good reason. And the reason why I say for good reason is I can do this, and I can Sludge Bomb the Rilla. But now we designate which one's got the actual... And there's the Clutch Poison! Haha! Get wrecked! Expanding Force. That's expected as well. But... I'm safe for the moment. Okay. So there is some good news at least. Right. They haven't terrored yet. But I don't... I'm going to call this out. I guarantee you straight away they are going to swap out Rillaboom. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. But they are terrestrializing. Who are they terrestrializing? Did I just make a call? Did I just make a big play here? Because they terrestrial into Fire Terror. Wait, it failed? Why did it fail? It's not a grass type anymore. Oh, I got the power on Cresselia as well now. And it's fully paralyzed, it cannot move. They're getting hit by the spam, spam, spam. They're getting hit by spam, spam, spam. Right, okay. There is a bit of good news at least. Is that even if they were to... They can use Grass Eagle Eye, but that won't stop me, you know? Okay, so we take a little bit of chip damage. Unfortunately, they do manage to speed up. Well, they do manage to get rid of the paralysis, which is a very irritating situation for certain. But, Thunderbolt. And it does not do enough to matter, unfortunately. Which is a shame. Really is. Okay, so... I am going to... Sludge Bomb again. Withdrew Rillaboom. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. Because of one reason. Yeah, we do lose, unfortunately, Raging Bolt, but that's fine with a me. And the reason why I say it's fine with me is because because I've got access to like a certain Pokemon, it's not so bad. And because they've already terrestrialed Rillaboom, it's now in danger. Yeah, I want to do that. Rage Powder. Right. We're going to terrestrialize my Pokemon to a fire type. Again. And this is good for me. Okay, so it's not going to do as much damage as I hoped it would, but it should be fine for the moment. Should be. Kowtow Cleave. Okay, that's fine. You do take Rocky Helmet damage for that. There goes the Trick Room play. Right. Okay. So, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Okay, they withdrew. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. But now, they do lose their, Okay, so we obviously got the Spore down. Unfortunately, are going to probably Expanding Force here, which is a bit of an unfortunate situation. But I couldn't really safely bring out the other Pokemon, you know? Oh, geez, you only paid that much? That's insane. Right, okay. Well, now that the Rillaboom's gone, no more Grassy Glide play. Except maybe with that. But this is alright, because we should be faster than it. Regardless. That's fine. That's fine. It's not going to be a problem. Yep. Take 1 hit. Take 2 hit. Take 3 hit. And then... do we actually outspeed it? Yes, we do. So, goodbye, Ogre. Now come back King Gambit. Right, let's just check. Trick Room's got 2 turns left. Okay. But the problem is that my opponent's going to have to be very, very aware of the situation now. Because they've already used their Terror. Kowtow Cleave. Okay. Oh, and living on 12 health. That's insane. That's actually insane. Well, there goes their best attackers. Now they're just left with Cresselia. And unfortunately, they do have Levitate, yes. Which I can't do anything about. Right. We're going to detect, and then I'm just going to Sludge Bomb, because I know that they can't easily take out Urshifu here. So I may as well take in some chip damage. Yep. Expanding Force into that slot, I thought so. But we are fine now, you know? Okay. This game's done. This game is definitely done, because now the Trick Room's gone. They got no way, they've got no outs. This is GG. This is GG. Oh, there we go. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to take that knockout, by the way, on the King Gambit if it wasn't for that Rocky Helmet play from earlier on. It did so much damage back to them with Rocky Helmet that it just put me back in range as such. But because they didn't go for like a healing capability, which they should have, by the way, because they didn't heal. Well, actually, it wouldn't have mattered if they didn't heal or not, because, you know, I had Lando. Hold on. Let me just double check. Because I'm sure I saw it, but I was probably like still a bit woozy this morning, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I remember you putting all that down as well. Also, I saw what you put down in, what was it, the Genshin channel? I think it was, saying, it's real, it's real. But yeah, I knew about that, not today, but yesterday, because they did actually just announce it from Ufotable. But they've actually announced a lot of the animation stuff, including Tales of Arise 30th anniversary. So that means obviously they are getting involved with that as well. Are you kidding me? I just go on the So I just went on the server's anime bot, and I just got the dragon of Casterus. Well then. Okay, so we're going against Marco Filho. That better not be Marco Silva. This team is not problematic, honestly. It would have been quite awkward if it was, you know, to say the least. Okay. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I might need to bring these two along with in the back. And then I am probably gonna have to bring... I'm gonna have to bring you, aren't I? I have to bring me Flutter. Yeah, you're not joking about that. I would be absolutely crapping myself right now. Okay, so that's a lead that I am not appreciating already. Right, okay. So, luckily, what I can do here is I can do this. And if I can get it to work, if it can work, this will be great. Okay, so they are fairy terroring. Okay. But yeah, I don't think his in-game name is Marco so-and-so. I think it's Marco Silva, or it's just Marco. I could be wrong, though. Okay, they are dazzling gleaming. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So we do a decent chunk of damage. Okay, so I do live, thankfully. Speed did drop. I can't do much about that. But now their genie is asleep. Their genie is now gone to beddy buys. And I'm going to swap out into Incin. For sure here. Because I don't want my Among Us going down just yet. They've got to have one turn of guaranteed sleep, which is good. Right, Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Lando didn't live that? Well then. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I'm beginning to think this is choice specs. For sure now. Right, so I'm gonna have to go Icy Wind here. And I'll probably have to fake out the flutter. Because if it is choice specs, then this might actually help. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, they withdrew their flutter, so that is definitely choice specs. For sure. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Because they still lose their focus sash probably here. An icy wind slows you down even faster. Right. So now we've got... Okay, so that is Covert Cloak on their Tornadus. Without question. Right. Don't ask me why, but I suspect I know what's going to happen here. Right, okay. I'm going to go for this play. I'm feeling like they're going to go for my flutter here. Just a thought. Just a big thought. Yeah, they went for Sucker Punch. Okay. That's fair. Right, okay. Oh, that's good, that's good. Okay. So, upside for me is that I should now outspeed that Pokemon a bit more. Crunch. You do really not like me, do you? You really don't like me, do you? Right, we're going to protect. And I am going to do that, I think. See what they do here. Okay, so we do dodge the Dazzling with Flutter, so that's good. Oh, you have got to be jamming me. No wonder it was a crit. That would have lived otherwise. Oh, that's annoying. They went for Ice Spinner. Oh, God. That would have been problematic. Right. The question is, are they going to do what I think they're going to do here? That's the real question now. Okay, that did live on... Yeah, I'm out. I can't get it back in, for sure. That crit was the biggest problem right there and then. I couldn't do anything about that. And obviously, now that the Tailwind's gone, now I would have been actually outspeeding. Sheesh. Absolute sheesh. Oh, I hate when that happens. I know this is the last GC for this, but, you know, it's probably this season. Unless they do one more GC, but I don't think they will do. I think they'll do another GC on the next season when Champions is the focus, but we'll see for sure. Spike, okay. Okay, they're running Galarian Moltres. That's actually not a bad Pokemon to deal with. But I know that they got some Trick Room shenanigans here for sure. Without question. Right, I'm going to lead off with these two, for certain. And I'm then going to probably bring in Urshifu for sure. And then I think... Do I bring in... This is a good question now. What else do I bring in? Do I bring in the Mungus? No. My gut's calling me to go with the Raging Bolt. Looking at their team. Incineroar's the right play, but I don't think Amoonguss was the right play for that one. Yeah, I had a feeling, see? Okay, so they're going to try and get Trick Room out, for sure. They're going to try and get Trick Room out, for sure. But, the upside is they're going to have to do one of two things. They're either going to have to take out... they're either going to have to fake out one Pokemon or another. Okay, they are terrestrializing. That's fair. I can't do anything about that now. Okay, so they are going to get the Trick Room up. That's fine. Okay. Unfortunately, I do get hit by the Rocky Helmet. Wow, okay. There's the Trick Room. Okay, so... The real question is now... What are you going to bring in? I'm going to go for this play. Okay, they're going to do that. Okay. Well... I don't get hit by that, which is good. There goes your safety goggles. Which is good. And then whatever they bring in here should have a bit more of an advantage for sure. Okay, so they do take some damage here. But I can't stop that. Okay. The only thing I can do is just delay out the Trick Room. It's just to stall out the Trick Room. This might be my best option right now. It has got the Flame Orb still, so it's still going to take a lot of damage from the knockoff. And they can't use Rage Powder because Incineroar's got the safety goggles on. And because I'm going for the Ghost Terror, I shouldn't be knocked out with the Facade. That's the play. That's my only play I can make right now. So Protect goes off, obviously. And Facade does go into the Incin, which I do not get any problems. So there goes your Flame Orb. Matcha Gotcha, okay. That's fair. Can't do anything to stop that. Okay, so... Who do I What do I do here? This might have to be my best play for the moment. They can only target one of the actual two. Fortunately. That was a crit. Okay. I can't do much more damage than that. Unfortunately. But I think I've stalled out the Trick Room enough to matter. Surely. Surely have. Right, okay. So I'm gonna do this for sure in a second. Really wish I actually ran Protect on this one, but I should have brought out the other one. Too late though now. If they do go for Rage Powder, it's fine, because they know I've got no priority anyway, so it's all good. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's a game loss. The problem is, even if I brought out Urshifu, I would have still have to worry about the whole Rage Powder nonsense. And they can't outbeat that, unfortunately. So I'm just going to call that a loss. Can't really do much about it. Trick Room's gone now, but I need it to go one turn sooner, unfortunately. There are times where I'm like, do I run instead of Parting Shot Taunt on my Incineroar? Because there is at times where this could actually be very beneficial. But I can't do much about it. Hopefully, when I can try and get like a good team together, it might be alright. But I can't reliably use this team to a degree that I want it to be. It's good, don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that it's the matchups you have to worry about, you know? And that's the problem, it's the matchups. If it wasn't for the matchups, I'd be better off. Huh. What a name. Huh. Or huh? Something like that. Okay, so... Right. I think my best play is to actually just lead off with... Who do I lead off with, actually? That's a real question. I could give him a false sense of security here. Could give him a false sense of security here. This might be my best play. I've got 7 games left, I think. I need 4 wins to tie with my win rate on one of the actual Grand Challenges. Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? Okay, here we go. Right. Gonna do this. Gonna do this. We're going fiery. Okay, so they've gone Grass Terror. That's fine. I'm protecting my Lando because I don't want to lose it to that Flutter Mane because it's probably going to be. Oh, it's running Sunny Day. That's surprising actually, but that's bad news for me because it means it can do this. Solar. Wait, it's gone. What kind of weird moveset are you running? What kind of weird moveset are you running? Right. Gonna bring in out Urshifu. And then we're gonna bring in Among Us. T-Wave. I avoided the attack. Haha. And that takes out way more health than you think. And it's absorbing light. Okay. Who's it into? Oh, it's into my Lando. Which does get one shot. That is a weird moveset. Unexpected, but weird. But now, guess who's got an Incin to deal with your actual rubbish? We're gonna sludge. We're not gonna sludge bomb that. We're gonna flare blitz it. I mean, not flare blitz. Spore. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so they are gonna protect. That's fine. That is fine. Pain split. What the heck? They're running a weird ass movesets. Safe to say that. But now, you're asleep. Good night. And I may as well do this and Sludge Bomb here. Right, their Flutter Mane is now still asleep, which is good. Dragon Pulse. Made to be specially bulky, thankfully. And that takes out most of your health, which is good. And Sludge Bomb takes out the rest of your health. Haha! Down you go! Okay, they are bringing out the... Right, okay. I'm going to do this. Because I feel like they're going to go for Among Us here. Okay, that's fine. But now... yeah, I had a feeling I was right, actually. So, now that I do this, goodbye to your weird moveset Flutter and weird moveset Raging Bolt. And the Harsh Sunlight is gone now. So that's a plus for me. And now you've got this play. Okay. Right. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. There we go. Bullet Seed. Is this loaded dice Bullet Seed? That's loaded dice. You can tell. What the frick? What the frick is going on here? Yeah, the name that they got, huh, makes sense now. Bloody makes sense now. Right, okay. So, the good news is that they will try to take on my Among Us, for sure. But I ain't letting them take it down without a fight. Okay. Wait, they're running Sunny Day as... Oh, you got to be jamming me. I cannot believe they run Sunny Day as well. That is outrageous, to say the least. What the heck is this moveset battle? What the heck is with these movesets? Right. I'm just gonna have to do this, aren't I? Yeah, there goes my Among Us, but it does take a interesting thing back. Oh, never mind. For some reason, it doesn't count that. Okay, that's annoying. So I lose to a weird moveset. Not loose set. What am I about? Moveset. What the frick? And they... I hate it when they... The thing is, right, if I knew they were going to do the Sunny Day play, right, I would have actually close combated the previous turn. Yeah, but it's weird because they're not actually any higher rank, because that means basically people are actually suspecting what they're playing. Or I've got like the ultimate counters to it, you know? It's just like, what the heck is going on? Oh, Jesus Christ. TG Homero. Okay. I'll tell you one thing, if I ran the Flutter main as a lead last time, maybe it would have been better off, but no. But now I know what'll happen if I face that guy again. You know? Okay, so... That'll do. I suspect that this person will have Sunny Day and Rain Dance as an option as well. So I need to be careful of that. Oh my god, they got the Mochi Nemona. Well then. Okay, I made the right actual call, which is surprising. I made the actual right call, which is shocking. Right. So, what's going to probably happen here is I'm going to do this play. Because I have a sneaky suspicion. Okay, so the terrestrializing into terrestrial steel. Okay, that's fine with me. But it ain't going to stop your fake out. Ain't going to stop the fake out. Right, so that obviously removes the speed down a bit. Which is good. Fleetwind Storm does go out. I can't do anything about that. Right, okay. So, I'm just going to do this again, and I'm going to bring up... You know what I'm going to do? Is I am actually going to go ahead and do... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this play because I don't know for a fact if they're going to do a certain play on me. Okay. So, this should let me live at least. Because I have got the actual Intimidate, so there is that factor. So, by the way, that just proves my speed situation right now because I've already got one speed down on the opponent. Stomping Tantrum. Excuse me? Oh my god. Why is it with the people with crits at the moment? Why? Why do I get crit every time? Excuse me? In your entire race? I know that just sounds out of context. Oh, dear lord, that is not right. Right, okay, I'm going to do this. They withdrew, okay. Expected that a bit. Rillaboom, okay. But I do outspeed the Tornadus still, so Moonblast picks up the knockout, so at least gets something in return. I'm not letting you have it this time, buddy. I'm not letting you have it this time. So there's the crit. And despite it resists, to do that much damage to an actual Rillaboom isn't that bad, actually. You know? To do that to a Rillaboom isn't actually that bad. Right, okay, so they're bringing in Flutter. Next. How many turns is on Tailwind left, I wonder? Oh, that's a special attack boost one. They got 2 turns of Tailwind left. Okay. That's a problem. Gonna have to do this play. Oh boy. At points, I'm just like, maybe I should have brought Chien Pao. Maybe at times I should have brought in Chien Pao. With also a weird set. You know? Okay. Right, upside is... Okay, they went and did the Shadow Ball. That's fine. Woodhammer, I'm glad I swapped when I did. Right, okay. No, I can't swap it in. This is irritating. There's one left turn of Tailwind. You know? The only thing I can do is try and do a double protect. You know? That's the only thing I can do. And it won't go through. God damn. I tried. I did try. Okay. Rillaboom is going to knock out my Fludder, annoyingly. I can't stop that. You know? Ugh. There's no way I can get around this now because my Urshifu is weak to the Rillaboom, so I can't really beat that. It has got Grassy Glide, I have to bear that in mind. This is the best play I can do right now, unfortunately. There's no real choice. Okay, so they're just going for the safe play. Yeah, not much I can do about that. Oh my god. I'm, what, 40 games in? So to actually beat my previous win-loss record, I need to win the next 5 games. Oh god, that is not going to be possible. If I get to... Right, what I'll do is if I lose my next 2 games, I'll just stop there because, you know, I'm not going to take it all the way to 45 if I go to, like, a worse record situation, you know? So if I lose 2 more games, then I'll stop there. I think that's only fair. Because it'll obviously still put me at a worse situation anyways. Okay, so we got another rain team. This might be a blessing. Maybe. I don't know. I can't be sure. Right, okay, so I can bring these 2. If I bring in Raging Bolt, and then I'll bring in Amoonguss. I think that's my best lineup situation for this team. I knew I should have stuck with a possible gut and said, I'm going for a weather team. If I went for a weather team, I would have actually been better off. Maybe a weather team cross Trick Room. That would probably be my better option. Okay, so this is a problem. But does this mean that they are going to do what I think they're going to do? That's the real question. I have to do this. I have to Terror because getting rid of the Ghost Terror means I survive the Sucker Punch. That's what I trained this for. And I'm not losing access to my Blando straight away, you know? Absolutely no chance. I do wish I had Dazzling Gleam on this, honestly. But you just never know how many people run Wide Guard at the moment, you know? Okay. Grass Terror. That's fine. I'm not attacking you. Okay. That's good. Okay, so it does have what I thought it had. I knew it had something like that. For sure. Special attack dropped. So I do lose my... Wait, why is it... That means... Okay, that confirms one thing. The Ursh is choice scarfed. The Ursh is choice scarfed. Okay, that's good. That is really good news. But knowing that it's choice scarfed is actually a plausible good news. Yeah, I can imagine. I can honestly imagine. Right, so we are going to thunderclap this. Yeah, I can tell straight away that okay, they did go for protect. Fair. Thunderclap does miss, unfortunately. Surging strikes do not have much issue with that. You can see what I mean. This thing's being made for bulk. If I ran balance of this, it would be even more annoying. Oh, that's a decent chunk of damage, by the way. That's a decent chunk of damage. Okay, that's fine. Sort of. Not fine, though. If I should have thunderclapped the Ursh. But too late now. But there is at least some good news. I can at least deal with the Ursh through. So that's something. So that's going. And it's gone. Yeah, no, what you mean specifically. Luckily. Okay, so this is a problem. Right, right. Rage powder. And we are going to go for the Sunshear Storm, I think. I know it won't do much to the Pelipper. Well, it won't do anything to the Pelipper, should I say. But I think I'm about to lose this game, aren't I? Yep, I think I'm about to lose this game. Yeah, that choice scarf was a problem. And I know this thing's going to probably weather ball. Yep, there's the weather ball, and that'll probably OHKO me. Yep, knew it. God damn it. Like I say, if I lose one more game, then I'll just call it there. Because I am not doing the rest of the matches if my win-loss record is worse than my first one, if that makes sense. It's just been unfortunate that I've just been getting all these matchups that have just been unfavourable, or situations where certain attacks shouldn't have actually happened. Probably not, no, Cube. It's too late for me to really be on call for tonight. Right, okay, so... let's see, I can do something about this situation, surely. Okay. Looking at their team, this is my lineup, but it's probably best to combat this. But we'll see soon enough. Espresso. What a name. Okay, that's fine. Right, okay, so Sunseer Storm. Then I'm gonna have to Yeah, that'd be the best call, actually. Swap out, bring in Sin, get the Intimidate. Because then I can reduce the power output of the Ogapon. Here comes Flutter with Fairy Terror. They're always mostly running Fairy Terror. You hardly ever see any other Terror apart from Fairy and Ghost. But Fairy's the most common on that one. So that's probably Choice Scarfed. I mean Choice Specs, sorry. Yep, judging the damage, that is Choice Specs. That is definitely Choice Specs. Right, they're going to be like looking at my field now and they'll be like, okay, we're in trouble. Okay. That's a bit irritating. But they did do the spiky shield, so there is that play at least. So, unfortunately, imagine if I called it and actually went for the sludge bomb. I need to stop realistically thinking that, oh yeah, I can actually make these calls out, and I'm like, I'm not even taking these calls. So I don't know why I'm like derping right now, you know? This is probably my best play. Preserve the Insane. Be the best call right now. That's fine. You can do that all you like. But now they have to be very aware that I've got the situation here. So I'm going to go and bring in Instant again, and I am going to probably depulse the Ogapon, if anything. But yeah, we got a double Intimidate on the Ogapon at least, so there is that. And we're living on 16 health, by the way. That's the funny part. And here's the even funnier part when you consider this factor. They're going to bring in Flutter, aren't they? Oh no, it's going to be Tornadus. Never mind. Shut my biscuits up. Okay, that one's low health now. So there is that factor, at least. Now the question is, are they going to... Are they going to go for that, or are they going to... That's the real question. So I'm better off just doing this play. Okay. They are going to actually protect. Okay, that's actually kind of unfortunate. That means my Insane is about to die. Oh, maybe not. It's still alive. Thankfully. Right. Realistically, I don't think I need Lando right now. I need to have... I need to keep Incin alive. Okay. So I expected the Tailwind eventually. And we're living even on 2. And there goes Ogapon. Awesome. Actually awesome. No more Ogapon for you. The grass is gone as well, so there is that. You're bringing back out Flutter, which is good. And the good thing is I've still not used Terra, by the way, yet. So this is going to be my clutch moment. And they are swapping out to Rillaboom. Okay, that's fine with me. Right, I'm making the right choices at the moment, hopefully. This is a game that would be quite an interesting one for stream. On like a regional aspect, I mean. So the thing is, I'm expecting them to attack. Yep. And it's down to 1 HP. But I ain't weak to Fairy anymore. So that's good. It will probably still do a decent chunk of damage. But they ain't weak. Oh, wow. That was a crit, though. Keeping in mind. That was a crit, keeping in mind. Right. So I'm expecting them to... why do I expect them to swap out here? You know? Because they'll... Yeah, why do I expect them to swap out? Maybe not. I forgot that you got Fake out, don't you? Oh, no, this is not good. Oh, living... How am I living on 1? I live on 1. What the frick? Right. Gonna bring in... I ain't even brought out my final Pokemon, by the way, yet. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. Right. Hold on. They withdrew. I knew they were going to withdraw. Why did I do that? Ugh. Why did I think I was going to be alright for that? You know? I should have gone with my gut and gone for Thunderbolt. Okay, they didn't go for that. Okay. Okay, Fedus. Well, there goes their Rillaboom, at least. But it doesn't matter. I think I've lost because they've got another Tailwind up. And there is no way I'm recovering this. Only way I can win this now is if I can actually get a guarantee first hit. But the chance of that happening is slim to none. So I think I'm about to lose with this. Yeah. Damn it. I knew if I went and stuck with my gut instead of thunderclapping earlier on for the, what's it called? If I had stuck with my gut, didn't thunderclap, and thunderbolted on the switching instead, I would have been fine. But because I didn't take that risk because I was trying to take it safely, they outplayed me. So, yeah. I'm just going to call it there because, literally, like I said, worse record than, obviously, my first one. But, you know, not much I can do about that. Plus, it just means that I can actually go and get some food as well. So there is that. Oh, that's unfortunate. The problem is, this is the issue with certain things. If I had gone for other types of teams, I probably would have been better off, but, you know, not much I can do about it. I should have gone with I should have gone with, like, a different team altogether. I should have gone with a different team altogether. I'm just trying to figure out what team would have gone with, you know? Should have gone with a Sun team is a plausible choice. Should have gone with a Rain team. Isn't there a plausible choice? The one thing I'm at least glad about is we didn't have double restricted, because if we had double restricted, this would have been an absolute nightmare. I swear, though, if I find out that one of these Pokemon could learn Wide Guard, that would have been quite funny. Just deny the Wide Guard spread. But never mind. Anyways, I'm going to stop there for the day. Much appreciated for, of course, everybody dropping on by. But, of course, until next time, this is DJ Danny88. Signing out. When I find my mouse.